New York, an iconic city, a manifesto. We're used to seeing it as a forest of glass and steel, but beneath that concrete lie layers of history, from Native American trails to Dutch brick. Today, we'll unravel the genetic code of the Big Apple's architecture. Let's get started. The Lenape and Broadway. Let's start with the fact that there were no buildings here. The Lenape tribe built wigwams from bark and hides. It would seem that nothing remains. You'd be wrong. The most famous street, Broadway, was their former hunting trail. That's why it runs crookedly through Manhattan, ignoring the modern street grid. Dutch brick. In the 17th century, the city was called New Amsterdam. The Dutch built narrow houses with stepped roofs, like those in Europe. Almost everything burned down, but the Wyckoff House, 1652, survived in Brooklyn. It is the oldest building in the state, a small farmhouse where a metropolis began. British austerity. Then came the English. Look at St. Paul's Church, 1766. It's pure Georgian style. It survived the Great Fire of 1776 and even 9/11, a true architectural artifact surrounded by skyscrapers. Grid and cast iron. In 1811, New York City officials simply divided the island into rectangles. This is how the grid plan was born. At the same time, the Howat Building, 1857, was being built in Soho. Its entire facade was cast in cast iron. It was the Lego of its time. And by the way, it was here that the world's first passenger elevator, designed by Otis, was installed. Without it, skyscrapers would have been impossible. The Golden Age and Art Deco. The early 20th century was a race to the skies. In 1916, a law was passed requiring buildings to taper toward the top to allow light to fall onto the streets. Thus was born the wedding cake style. My favorite is the Chrysler Building, 1930. Steel gargoyles resembling car grills and that incredible spire. It was pure architectural fashion and a triumph of speed. Modernism. Less is more. After the war, New York became a testing ground for minimalism. Architect Mies van der Rohe built the Seagram Building, 1958, simply a perfect glass box. No decoration, just proportions and panoramic glazing. This building set the standard for office buildings for the next 50 years. Modernity and the needles. Today, New York is changing again. Look at Santiago Calatrava's Oculus. It resembles the skeleton of a white dove. Or the Steinway Tower, the thinnest skyscraper in the world. This is no longer just housing. It's a triumph of engineering, where buildings look like thin blades piercing the clouds. New York is never finished. It constantly reinvents itself. Which era do you prefer? Old brick Brooklyn or the mirrored towers of Manhattan? What do you think? Let us know in the comments and subscribe.